Uh, Somebody asked me about my hands. Um, is Are those genetics of my palms, or is it hard work? Um, my granddad had a big palm, big hand, way bigger than mine. But when I was a kid, I never had like big hands. It just was um, I would say from 7, 8 years. Um, because of the family circumstances, I wasn't living at home, and I was living with many family members and all around my country. And I was actually physically working already from 7, 8 years, even sometimes after school or even before the school. So when I was 13, I was driving already um, a, not a digger, but actually like a truck to going on the field and getting a grass for the cows, and yeah, cutting grass like with with that blade. I don't know how you call that in English language. And yeah, manual work was always involved in my life a lot. And after that, I was of course now already 12 years is landscaping and building. So in landscaping there is 9 by 600 or 9 600 by 1.2 meter tiles, which I'm not shy to take with two fingers, just grab them and lift them up, and then this adding other hand. So all the time, millions and millions of repetitions of manual work. And of course I start understood uh, what is uh, what is actually making gains for my hands. I used to do grippers. There is loads of grippers, you can see there, loads of them. I went up to the Captain of Crush 3.5. I could close it for 2 times, but that was just one moment. I think like everybody, when we are um, looking um, for many exercises, how to get stronger. So um, yeah, I was doing absolutely everything what I can to make my palms strong, and the volume of the hands, of the fingers, and like you can see here, for example, it's really wide. It's almost like triangle goes here and there as well. I can actually, like, this is actually full all muscle. I don't think you can see it, but this is, I can squeeze it. It's a big muscle there. So developing them in any possible way. For example, this is very popular, what I started to do already, I don't know how many years ago. Just pushing this rubber band in any possible direction. So yeah, I like those rubber rings. They are really cool. You can squeeze them with the 2 hands. Um, and there is 1 second. There is those little ones. I like those because you can regulate the power. For example, this is up to 60, 120, 132 pounds is the maximum. So I like to do this one on the one finger. So this gives me volume of my thumb. As you can see, my dog got this one last week, so it's a little bit used already, but this helps. But I won't say you're gonna get better arm wrestler from the grippers, but all that connection, because this is really important to be dominant in a setup. So to get what you want, to be able to rise, to be able to rotate, all this comes together, is making you stronger and more complete athlete. So like I said, I was planning to be about 3 kg bigger, but at the moment it didn't work out. I will do what I can to gain some little bit weight, but I actually don't feel bad. I feel absolutely fine. So we can make a quick measurement what we have now before the fight. So the wrist is you can see is, where's the camera, 22 centimeters is the wrist. Now palm, palm 29.5 is my palm. Around, like from there is 29.5. And basically this is no pump. Let's see what we have here. I don't think it's something big, not too much. It's 45 centimeters is here at the moment, but like I said, I'm really now let's say in a tiny shape. And what we have on the biceps, I would say maybe same 45. 45 exactly. So 45 is forearm and 45 is the biceps. And somebody was asking for the length of the fingers. So the fingers are actually short. My plus is my palm is wide here. That's why usually opponents said that they don't like my palm is wide. And my fingers are quite meaty. You know, this area is quite developed. So actually my fist to my wrist is actually very big. As you can see, it's like a hammer. But sometimes it's not even plus because there's a big pocket where everybody can land the hook. I know guys whose wrist is starting from here, the hand just ends somewhere there, so there is no that big line there. So my finger, we start from the top, look, is it up to the bending of the wrist from the top is 21 centimeter. 21. So not that big, actually, not that big, but like I said, the volume of the hand, I guess, is the key, because many guys usually say they don't like when I take you in a finger lock, and when I close my finger lock, yeah, for example here, and then when I add rotation sideways, I'm basically twisting your thumb. And there was about 3 times in my life when I actually pulled up in that moment skin of this finger for my opponent, just because it's so, pressure is so big, and when I'm start to rotate it, actually the skin starts to split and it comes higher. Sometimes little injury, sometimes bigger. One was really big. It almost all around the finger skin pulled up. Yeah, I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just telling you that you can basically train hard and you're gonna get exactly the same clamp. So that was little update on the sizes.